Stop night leg cramps in under 5 minutes. Have you ever been ripped out of a deep, peaceful sleep by a sudden stabbing pain in your leg? One moment you're dreaming, and the next, your calf muscle feels like it's being squeezed in a vice. The pain is so sharp that it takes your breath away, leaving you gasping, clutching your leg, and wondering what on earth just happened. It's not just uncomfortable, it can feel terrifying, especially when it hits out of nowhere in the middle of the night. You're not alone. Studies estimate that nearly 1 in 3 adults regularly experiences night leg cramps. For some, it happens once in a while, but for others, it's a nightly battle. And while the pain can last only a few seconds, the soreness can linger for hours, stealing your rest and leaving you exhausted the next day. But here's the good news. Relief is within your reach. In fact, there are simple science-backed techniques you can use to stop a cramp in its tracks, often in under 2 minutes, and practical habits that prevent them from coming back. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm not only going to show you how to stop the pain immediately, but also reveal a surprising nightly ritual that can stop cramps from waking you ever again. Why this matters. Let me tell you a story. Sarah, a young mother of 2, once described her nights to me as a battlefield. Every other night, she would jolt awake screaming because her calves would lock up with searing pain. Her husband would try to massage her leg while she cried, but nothing seemed to work quickly. Some nights she'd pace the floor in tears until the cramp finally eased. She was left exhausted, sore, and anxious about going to bed. But one night, after doing some research out of sheer desperation, she tried something different. She sat up, pulled her toes toward her, held the stretch, then followed it with a firm massage on the muscle. Within a minute, the cramp was gone. The relief was so immediate that she couldn't believe it. From that night on, she kept this routine in her back pocket, and her life changed. Instead of dreading sleep, she looked forward to it again. Sarah's story is powerful because it's not unusual. Night cramps are one of those silent struggles many people never talk about. They just suffer through them, assuming it's part of life or old age. But it doesn't have to be that way. Why do night cramps happen? Expert insight. So why do these cramps strike when you least expect them? Night leg cramps are involuntary muscle contractions, meaning your muscle tightens without your control. Most often, they happen in the calves, but sometimes in the feet or thighs. Experts suggest several causes. Dehydration. When your body doesn't have enough water, your muscles lose the proper balance of electrolytes, which makes them prone to spasm. Electrolyte imbalances. Low levels of minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium can make your muscles hyperactive. Fatigue. Overworked muscles, especially after long periods of standing or intense exercise, may cramp when they finally relax. Circulation issues. Poor blood flow, common in older adults, means muscles don't get enough oxygen and nutrients. Posture. Sleeping with your toes pointed down, like when blankets are tucked tightly at your feet, keeps calf muscles shortened all night, making them more likely to cramp. Research also shows that as we age, nerve function naturally declines, and our muscles become more sensitive to small imbalances. That's why night cramps are far more common in people over 50. But younger people, athletes, and even pregnant women experience them too. Understanding the causes is key, because once you know what's triggering your cramps, you can target the solution with precision. Stretching. The very first and most effective response when a cramp hits is stretching. The muscle is contracted too tightly, so you need to lengthen it and tell it to relax. Here's exactly how to do it. 1. If you're lying in bed, sit up and extend the cramped legs straight in front of you. 2. Pull your toes gently upward toward your nose. If you can't reach with your hand, use a towel looped around your foot. 3. Hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly and deeply while holding. 4. Repeat once or twice if necessary, If you're able to stand, place your foot flat on the floor, keep your heel grounded, and lean forward slightly while keeping your leg straight. This stretches the calf and Achilles tendon even more effectively. Why does this work? Because a cramp is a sudden shortening of the muscle fibers. By pulling in the opposite direction, you override the contraction and reset the muscle. Stretching also increases blood flow to the area, which delivers oxygen and helps wash away the built-up lactic acid that may be contributing to the cramp. Athletes rely on this exact technique. Marathon runners, for instance, often stop mid-race to pull their toes upward when a cramp hits. They know it's the fastest way to break the cycle of pain. Sarah told me that the very first night she tried this, she felt the cramp dissolve in under 60 seconds. She said it was like switching off a light in a dark room. That's how immediate the relief can be. Deep massage. But what if stretching doesn't fully release the muscle? That's when you move to the second tool, deep massage. Here's how you do it. 1. Sit up and cross your cramped leg over your other knee so the calf is accessible. 2. Use the heel of your hand, your knuckles, or even the opposite knee to apply firm, steady pressure into the tight area. 3. Stroke upward toward your heart or make small circles, working along the muscle until it begins to soften. 4. Continue massaging for 30 to 60 seconds. Why does massage help? Massage increases circulation, bringing fresh blood and nutrients into the muscle. It also stimulates nerve endings that signal the muscle to relax. Imagine your muscle as a tightly wound rope. Massage is like untangling those knots. My neighbor, a retired footballer, used to get horrible cramps after evening matches. He developed a trick where he'd use his knee to press firmly into the cramped calf. It was painful for a second, but he swore the cramp melted away like butter in less than a minute. He said it gave him back control over his body. Massage doesn't just relieve the immediate pain, it also reduces the lingering tenderness that cramps often leave behind. So, if you want both quick relief and faster recovery, massage is your best friend. Prevention, hydration, and electrolytes. Relieving cramps is powerful, but preventing them is life-changing. And prevention starts with hydration. When your body is dehydrated, your muscles lose their balance of electrolytes. These electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, are the spark plugs that keep your muscles contracting and relaxing smoothly. Without enough of them, your muscles can misfire, leading to cramps. Practical nightly routine. Sip water throughout the evening instead of chugging it right before bed. If you exercise or sweat a lot during the day, replace electrolytes with a balanced sports drink, low sugar. Add foods rich in minerals, bananas, spinach, sweet potatoes, yogurt, nuts, and avocados. If you're prone to cramps, consider a magnesium-rich snack before bed, but always check with your doctor first. Many studies suggest that people who consistently increase their water and magnesium intake notice fewer nighttime cramps within just a couple of weeks. Sarah made a simple switch. She drank a glass of water after dinner and ate a banana before bed. The difference? Within 7 days, her cramps went from 3 nights a week to almost none. Hydration is like oil in an engine. Without it, friction builds up and things break down. With it, your body runs smoothly. Nighttime habits, sleeping positions, and extra tips. Habits and sleeping positions play a bigger role than most people realize. If you sleep with heavy blankets tucked tightly under your feet, you're actually forcing your toes downward all night. This position shortens your calf muscles and sets the stage for a cramp. The fix is easy. Keep your feet free and relaxed in a neutral position. During the day, pay attention to your footwear. Shoes that keep your calves too tight or don't offer enough support can contribute to nighttime cramps. Taking a few minutes to stretch before bed, especially your calves and hamstrings, can work wonders for prevention. Other tips include walking slowly for a minute when a cramp strikes. Movement helps flush blood through the muscle. Applying a warm towel or heating pad to the sore area after a cramp to speed recovery. Avoiding late-night high-intensity exercise without a cool-down stretch. Important note: if your cramps are frequent, severe, or come with swelling, numbness, or weakness, it's time to see your doctor. Sometimes cramps can be a sign of deeper issues like circulation problems, medication side effects, or nerve disorders. Don't ignore them if they're persistent. The unexpected secret. Here's the twist that surprises most people. The fastest cure isn't a single trick. It's a tiny 2-minute nightly ritual. Just before bed, take 60 seconds to stretch your calves, sip a small glass of water, and give your calves a light massage for 30 seconds. Do this every night, and within a week, you may notice the cramps almost disappear. Think of it as teaching your muscles how to rest. Instead of waiting for a cramp to strike, you're proactively telling your body, relax, release, and recharge. Now picture this. Instead of dreading sleep, you look forward to it. Instead of being jolted awake at 2 a.m. in agony, you sleep soundly through the night. And instead of limping out of bed in the morning, you step out refreshed, strong, and ready for the day. That's what these small but powerful steps can do for you. Stretch, massage, hydrate. It sounds so simple, but it can transform your nights. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member who struggles with cramps, and drop a comment telling us your own experiences. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you never miss more science-backed tips that improve your health and sleep. Remember, the power to stop cramps and reclaim your rest is in your hands. Stretch, massage, hydrate, and take back your nights.